Hi, I'm Mike Franzone, and welcome to my YouTube station. Well, we're continuing our series on Relationships 101. And so today, a message I've entitled, What is Your Dating Quotient? Or 7 Ways to Make Yourself Ready for a Relationship. Or how you can increase your dating quotient. Are you dateable? Now, I know when I use the word quotient, you're all thinking of math, and that's obviously one definition. Let me read this definition to you. The number resulting from the division of one number by another number, quotient. But continue to read on in the dictionary, and you'll find there's much more. Quotient, the magnitude of a specific characteristic or quality used when indicating the presence or degree of a characteristic in someone or something. Magnitude of a specific character quality. Here's a sentence. Being rich doesn't actually increase your happiness quotient. Another sentence. This celebrity has a high likability quotient. All right, so here's the question. How can you increase your dating quotient? Everyone has advice, don't they, on how to find love, how to get a date, how to have a great relationship. Follow your heart, they say. Follow your head. Trust your gut. Don't date. Do date. Date anything that's breathing, right? Sometimes it's very well-meaning. Sometimes it's unsolicited. Sometimes it's contradictory. And sometimes it can be very confusing with all of the cacophony of noise coming at you. Everybody's telling you how to do it. Well, today, let me suggest 7 practical, manageable, and some very scriptural principles on how to increase your dating quotient to make you dateable. All right, you ready? Let's increase your dating quotient. Let's increase your relationship, right? Dating quotient. All right. Number 1, be the person you want to be with. And let me stop right here. I want you to know I'm going to put these notes underneath this video so you can go back through some of the notes. Number 1, be the person you want to be with. What kind of person do you want to be with? Be the best you. What are you looking for in a person? Kindness? Be kind. You're looking for love? Be loving. Honesty? Be honest. Faithful? Be faithful. Somebody spiritual? You be spiritual. Somebody with a sense of humor? You be humorous. You know, someone once said that opposites attract. A little bit of truth in that, but it's similarities, it's commonalities, it's these things build and hold relationships together. Sometimes there are things that are opposite, but if you're going to build a relationship that is going to last, you have to have some similarities and some commonalities. Number 1, be the person you want to be with. Number 2, be positive. Low self-esteem, self-rejection, self-contempt, all of that kind of stuff kind of gives off odors. Negative feelings, people can sense that stuff. You can almost smell them, all right? If you believe you're a failure, you tend to project that attitude. Understand something. God made you. He loves you. He sacrificed his life for you. John 3:16 says, For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. You are a VIP to God. You're so important to God. And you're so wonderful. You're made in his image that he said, I sacrifice my life for you. God is alive today. He has an amazing plan for your life. You don't have to go walk around feeling self-rejected and low self-esteem and beating yourself up and living in that negative pattern all the time. Project positive energy. Love God. Love yourself. Love others. Number 3, be courageous. We all have talents and gifts and passions. Rare is the person who has the courage to follow their talents, gifts, and passions. Develop what God has given you. Go back to school if you have to. Get out there and learn and read and try stuff. Follow your dreams. Immerse yourself in your field. Don't get super preoccupied with trying to find someone all the time. Learn to be positive about your life, and then get out there and be courageous. Be willing to take that risk and take those steps in your life. Value yourself. Value your life. Be courageous enough to follow your God-given passions. Number 4, be self-reliant. Let me stop right here. I'm not saying don't be God-dependent. I believe you need to be dependent upon God, and that's what honors Him, and that's the best thing for you. But there's a certain part where you have to be self-reliant. Let me explain that to you. Singles sometimes hook up with others because they're lonely. I understand that. They want someone to make them feel pretty, or someone to make them feel handsome, or someone to make them feel smart, someone to pay the bills maybe someone to be there all the time. And what you project is need, and we become needier. And becoming a needy person does not make you attractive to the opposite sex. We're social creatures. Yes, I'll give you that. We need people. Yes, I'll give you that. But we need people, but not at the risk of making a major mistake. Someone once said, fix your own toilet. Be your own therapist. Make your own money. And let God meet your needs. And that's what I mean by being self-reliant. And I'm going to make a statement here. I'm going to say it twice because I really want you to get this. When you are self-reliant and positive and courageous and be the person you want to be, then you want someone in your life rather than need someone desperately. I'll say that again. Then you can want someone in your life rather than need someone desperately. Number 5, be healthy. Take care of yourself physically. Get out there and walk and exercise emotionally, intellectually, spiritually. Do all these things to take care of your health, the whole person. Read good books. Read the Bible. Get good hygiene. Deodorant is amazing. It actually does work. Visit your doctor. Visit your dentist. Eat a healthy diet. Exercise. Now, it's not about being a Barbie or a Ken. I understand that. But it's about being healthy enough so other people can see you glow. When you're healthy, intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, there will be a certain glow about you, and that is attractive to people. Number 6, be interesting. Now watch, here's another one. Watch this. What interests you in other people? What do you find interesting in others? What about you? What about you that's interesting? Now here's going to blow your mind. One survey found people who were listeners, who were good listeners, they found that they were interesting, even though they said very little. Listening makes you engaging. Listening makes the other people feel important. Listening is giving that unique gifts, too, of time and attention. What about you is interesting? Well, if you don't know, you've got a lot of work to do. And here's what my suggestions. Read, obviously, sign up for a class, find a hobby, volunteer, join a church, join a group, get involved in your church, right? Get out there and help someone, get out there and live, and you become an interesting person. But maybe the most important thing is learn to be a great listener. Learn to give people time and attention and to listen to them, and you'll find that you will become an interesting person. And number 7, the last one, be open-minded. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's not what I'm thinking. Be open-minded. Let me qualify. I know what some of you are thinking, right? Let me explain this. We have values. We have core beliefs and morals and attitudes, a worldview, mindsets, all of those things. And sometimes our thinking pattern can get set in stone, good or bad. We have these thinking patterns. I guess what I'm saying is don't judge people because they dress differently or look differently than you. Don't write someone off, all right, because they're a little different than you are, maybe dressed a little different than you are. Don't miss out. Don't miss out or shut them down because they're not quite what you wanted in your life, right? Like the girl who says, I will only date short guys. Or actually the girl, my wife, who said, I will only date tall guys, right? Then she ended up with me, who was a short guy. So when we met, she's looking for the tall guy, but when we met and sat down and talked, we realized, and by the way, we weren't standing up next to each other, we were both sitting down. She didn't know how tall I was. But when that happened, she realized, wow, I like this guy, and I found out that I liked her. And we fell in love and got married. But don't be the one who says, I only date tall guys, and you write everybody off. Or I'm only dating rich people. I'm only dating guys with nice cars, right? You got this long list. I'm not talking about deal breakers, right? And like you don't date an alcoholic and things like that. Those are deal breakers. But don't write people off just because they're not exactly what you think they should be. All right. Well, let me say the notes are below, all right? And how to increase your dating quotient. Thank you for tuning in today, and you'll see some basic outline below. And let's continue to grow. I hope you stay with my station, and more Relationships 101 series will be coming out in the next few weeks. I'm very excited about it as well. Please like and subscribe. All right, and God bless. Bye-bye.